So we're ready for assembly. Cheese on top. Okay, is that enough? Hamburger with mushroom sauce. I sit down and eat now. Well, hello everybody again. We're on episode 8. Episode 8 is all about pork and vegetable stew. So, this is my own recipe. Of course, all these recipes are my own. But, improv, that's what this is all about. We start off with cilantro. Baby corn. These are frozen peas. Prepared baby potatoes, loin rib, succulent loin rib.
Yes.
Pork, of course. And flour, because we're going to make a roux. I didn't put the butter out, but we'll need to have butter. So, baby carrots. And then we have
knol.
Basil leaves are going in. And
black pepper.
Black pepper. I may also put in some bay leaves. I'm not sure yet. So over here we also have an onion hiding.
And garlic hiding.
Oh, the garlic, yes. And the garlic I've got soaking in water so we get the skin off easily. And then we have some cabbage. I don't want to put too much in. Just enough. And 3 stalks of celery. And of course...
mushrooms.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. I'm going to get ready to prepare. I've already washed everything that needs to be washed. So we're just going to get right to chopping. We're back. We're ready to chop. I'm going to start off with the garlic and then we'll go on with the onion and cilantro and all this stuff. So here we go with the garlic. The garlic. It's not Gaelic, it's garlic. So anything interesting happening in your life?
Absolutely not.
Mm.
Just watching a lot of shows and studying.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we have the Emergency Act being voted on, which we hope doesn't pass. But with the NDP on Trudeau's side, it probably will, and that's not a good thing.
They shouldn't be doing that.
No. There's no emergency. There's no reason to have it. If he was a reasonable man, he would realize that, right?
Yeah. And
he would know that there's no necessity for that. But it's the globalist way, and that's what they want, right? Mm-hmm. They want to take over our freedoms and enslave us. We're not supposed to be serving. We're not supposed to be their slaves, right?
Yep. We're supposed to be pretty free.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding to that.
I saw a news report that a UN plane was landed at an airport in Ottawa. Mm. I think that would be Uplands Air Base then.
For what?
Yeah, exactly. It just landed. The person reporting on it said that he was there not long ago and that plane arrived. It disappeared, and it was snowing earlier, so it should have had snow on it if it was there all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And it arrived at the same time, around the same time that those soldiers started to bash the protesters. Mm. Let me get something to throw the waste in. Okay, so there's that. I'll put that back in. Yeah, it's dirty deeds going on. So onion. This is Canadian produce, the onions. I double checked when I bought them.
I stay away from onions.
Why is that?
They make my eyes.
Oh, yeah. I'm okay all the time. Okay, so I'm just cutting down and then once, and then I'm cutting across, diagonally, and then I'm going across. So I want that big. These are not big hardy man pieces. They're more of in between for people who don't want big pieces to eat, such as myself. And I don't think you want giant pieces, do you?
No.
And yes, what's going on in Canada is pretty scary.
Turning communist real fast.
Not happy. Okay, so what's next? So I will leave the cilantro and we'll get the hard stuff done first. So how am I going to do this? I'll chop it down this way, and then I'll chop it this way. No plan, guys, just as I go. I don't want too much cabbage in this stew. I don't want to override it. Cabbage. So that's, I think, plenty. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll put those in there. Here we go. And we got the celery. Cut off the ends. Remember, I washed everything already, so everything's prepared. I'm gonna just cut it down the middle and then go that way. Go that route. And that's the bite-sized pieces I want. Yeah, because the stew, the vegetables are going to be cooking for at least an hour or so. So you don't want to go too small with the pieces. There we go. That's one. Trying to go fast today.
Look, don't cut yourself.
Watch me lose a finger. No!
Bro.
There we go. One more to go for the celery. Oop, this one broke. That's good. Okay. Did I stab you?
No.
Alright, so we just got to do these. What are these called?
Mushrooms.
Yeah. Nice cap mushrooms, brown mushrooms. Oops. Here we go. How big? How big? Threes. I think threes would be good, and then down 3 again. 9 pieces. Okay, 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3. See, I speak French too. I'm bilingual. Not really. Anyway, so there. Now what's left? Oh, cilantro, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll get the cilantro done. And then there's a, I just bunch it up like this, and then I just cut it. It's gonna be cooking, so I don't need to chop it up really small or anything. It's gonna be cooking for a while. I just want to chop it into pieces to get the flavor, to release the flavor. There we go. So we're done. Over here we have the other, we don't have to do anything here because it's already prepared. So there, all the way across, that's what we're putting in. Now we have to go to the meat. Can't forget the meat. Alright. So, I did my vegetables first, and that's what you should do. You shouldn't do your meat first and then cut your vegetables on the same. So here, I don't have to wash my board again. The vegetables are really clean, and I just start cutting the meat. So how am I going to do this? How do you want your pieces? Like, would that be good?
Yep.
Yeah, like that, eh?
Yeah.
Not like that, but I mean, and then
That
go
way.
chunk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Traditional way.
It'll shrink too, right?
Yep.
So, there we go. Good. There's the first piece. I like the brown, the dark pork meat more than the light. That's my preference. I don't know about yours.
I like both.
You like both? Eh? Well, I like both too, but I prefer dark meat.
I prefer the light one.
There you go. Everybody's different. Okay, that's good. One more here. Getting into the fat. Chop that a little bit more there. Alright. So, is that enough with this one, and keep 2 for frying?
Yeah.
How's that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me too. Yeah, good. That's plenty. There's only 2 of us, and we'll keep these 2 here for something else. I'm done. I just have to cook now. Put it all together. Alright, we'll be right back with the magic touch. So we're going to make a roux, and that's butter and flour, and then we cook it. And this is going to be a fawn roux, meaning not a dark one, but I might go a little bit darker than normal. So there we go, butter in. So this is the butter. And there's so many ways, people have different ways of doing it. This is how I do it. And you don't want to have your temperature too high and then burn the butter. So be careful of that, be conscious of that. And then I'm going to apply the flour. And I'll apply probably more as I see fit. So here we are. You can see how fast the flour absorbs everything. Now this is good, it's almost there, but it's a little bit thin, soupy. So I'm going to add just another tablespoon and get that stirred around, and I'm there with the consistency that I want. Now, do I want to cook it a little longer? Yes, because I want to cook the flour out a bit, and you don't want that floury taste. You're not making a slurry or a gravy, you're making a sauce, and a roux is essential for making a great sauce. So I want to cook out the flour. You can smell the flour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the butter, of course. Now you don't put salt or pepper or anything in there, because you're going to be incorporating it into your food, and that's where you put your spices and your seasonings. Alright, so we're almost done here. I don't want to make it too dark. And of course, if the darker you go, the less binding power your roux will have. So you got to keep that in mind too, right? There's dark roux and there's medium roux, and then there's a light roux, which I'm going to be making. So the lighter it is, the more binding power it'll have. And that's good enough. So turn off my stove, and I make the roux first because I want it to rest. The roux should always be cooked and then rest it for 10 minutes. So there we go. It's done. Good enough. So the next thing is to get all our ingredients and start sauteing these. So I'm going to saute. I'll get my stove put on again. I'm going to saute the vegetables. And why?
Flavor?
More flavor, exactly. Yeah, you get more flavor. Alright, there's my butter. I cook a lot with butter, and I put a dab of oil in. And what's the purpose of that?
So the butter doesn't burn.
Right, it reduces that burn point a little bit. You don't have to put too much in. So, I'm just waiting for this to heat up. I think that's enough. I could add more flour to that, but I don't want. I'm not looking for a heavy, floury stew, so that's more than enough for me. So, let's get going there. Melt, melt, let's go. Getting there. So what else do I need? I need to do that.
What about garlic?
Pardon me?
Garlic?
Yeah, the garlic. Where did I put the garlic? I moved it. There. So, yeah, I'm not going to put the garlic first because that'll cook faster than anything. And then put all of these together. And then we'll add the garlic. Here we go. I'm not going to do too much cooking here because it's going to be cooking a lot in the stew. But I just want the vegetables to release their flavor and saute them some. Did that not get cut? So, ripped apart. It's ripped apart! Oh no! Part of the cord. Oh, we don't want that in there. You're out. The cord. That's okay, it'll cook. Okay, I'm going to put the top on. I'm going to get it up to temperature. And carrots. Why not? is, I know this is not politics, but NASCAR was on this weekend. I like NASCAR, even though the politics stinks there. But I have a favorite, Carl Larson. And also Villeneuve is supposed to be racing. I stay away from the news and the media and all that sort of stuff, and then I wait about a week and a half, 2 weeks to see the race, and I try not to focus in on who won the race so I can watch it. So everything will be a surprise for me when I do watch it on YouTube. Yeah. That's good. Now we'll put the corn in. Do the dishes later. Alright, doesn't that look colorful?
Yep.
Yeah. Sure does. And we're not done with the color yet. Nice. Okay, let's get the garlic in. I should have put that in. Sprinkle it around evenly. There we go. There. So we're going to leave that for a couple minutes, and we'll be right back when that's cooked to my desired level. So cilantro dumping time. Here we go. Cilantro's in now. Get everything mixed up. You can smell the vegetables are releasing their flavor now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. The water's coming out, so I don't want to cook it much longer because I don't want to lose anything. I want to cook it in the stew, everything together in the stew with the meat. But I'm going to also cook the meat a little bit and brown it. So that's good enough for that. Let me get some water. There we go. We'll put it in here. Alright. Awkward. Oops, lost somebody. Alright. Using my wrong side. Alright, so there's our vegetables. Now we're going to put the meat in. Hold on, I gotta get it. Gotta get it. Alright. Meat. Where's the meat? There we go. Well, there's the meat. And then yours and my steak for later. Chop for later. Alright. I'm going to brown the meat a little bit. And why?
Why?
Flavor. 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 That's a big piece, eh?
Yeah.
Giant piece of it. Well, that's too late now. Oh, it's cut there. Okay. So, I don't know if I want to put any more fat in here, so I'm going to see if I can get away with not putting any fat. Always experimenting, eh?
Yep.
Alright. Our roux is ready. Yeah, so the truckers are now cleared out. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I'll talk about a little bit. The truckers are cleared out from Parliament in Ottawa.
It's sad.
Yeah. A lot of abuse by the police. The truckers were peaceful. There was no violence on their part. They were trying to hug the police. The police didn't want their hugs. All they wanted to do was abuse the people. And they did. They ran over a poor Native woman, 49-year-old Native woman, and they shot a journalist in the leg and battered her with their batons. They did that the same. They kicked and battered people. One man had about 5 or 6 police on his back. Unbelievable. And that's permissible? What the hell? I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
I really don't. I don't get it.
The journalist we just saw, Alexa Lavoie.
This guy is a violent thug, and he uses people for his own...
Good.
No, not good. He just uses people. Okay, that's good enough. So, I got away with it. Now, is there anything else I gotta do? No. So we're ready. Okay, so I'm gonna switch. We're gonna cook it in this. Well, why so big? Well, I don't have anything else. I'm poor. Okay, so we got that going. And now we're gonna stick everything in here. There we go. Dump it all in. Because it's a stew. And mix it around. Get this on again. There. Have a peek in there. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to throw some, sprinkle some black pepper in there. There we go. That much. I don't go by tablespoons and anything like that, so I don't know how much. You'll have to try to guess it. There's a pinch. There's another pinch. That's a big pinch. I'm going to put one more pinch. So 3 pinches of basil leaves.
Smells good.
It's not the basil that we're used to when we lived in Southeast Asia. Different kind of basil. European style basil. That smells great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put also a touch of soya sauce in there. There we go. What's next? Water. So now I'm going to put some water in there. There we are. Water. We buy our water. We have tap water, which I don't like.
You don't trust that one?
No. So I buy the water. It's not far from the house. We get everything. We bottle it ourselves, actually. So there you go. I just put the water just enough to coat it for now, and I'll probably add some more. But for now, that's good. So you want to have a peek. Remember, this is a stew, it's not a soup. So you don't want to put too much water in. So that's that. Now, the last thing I have to do, besides, I have 2 more vegetables, but they're already pre-cooked. I could put the peas in, but the potatoes I'll put in near the last because they'll just turn to mush. But here goes the peas. Stir those around in there. Peas and corn and mushrooms. There we are. Look at that. That looks nice.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to come back. I'm going to get the sauce going. There, Lee.
Knorr.
I'm going to put that in with the, just get a little bit more flavor. And I'm going to mush it up here. Dissolve it in the water before I put it. I don't want to have a great big lump of chicken salt. We showed you that earlier. That's the package there. This is all the way from Cambodia, believe it or not. We had it shipped here because I can't get this kind here. I don't know why, but we've looked everywhere. There is that brand, but it just doesn't taste the same as the stuff in Cambodia. I don't know why. Anyway, it's clumpy, but it'll dissolve
with hot.
Yeah, exactly. I should have put the kettle on, but that's okay. Nothing's perfect, but it all tastes good in the end. All right, so let's get that to a boil, and we'll be right back. So I decided to cook the roux a little longer, and I made a brown roux, a dark brown roux, and that'll give more flavor, but less binding, and I don't really care because I'm not looking for a really thick sauce. So I'm going to get it ready. Remember, it's cooled. And so I put it in cold water. Cool roux in cold water, that's fine. It will not, what do you call it?
Attaches itself, I don't know.
Lump. Go lumpy. If it did anyway, no, strain it. Alright, so we're going to go for it here. See what happens. We're gonna see what happens. A little messy. Oh yes, thickening up already. So let's take it off the heat. And we'll probably add a little bit more water quickly. Getting too thick, too fast. So after I get this to the consistency I want, I'm going to cook it for more than 20 minutes. You don't want to rush a roux. You want to have it cook the flour out so you get a nice flavor. Flavorful sauce and not a floury sauce.
Yeah.
So the longer you cook it, the longer the flour flavor, the flour taste will go away. So right now I'm just trying to get the consistency I want, and then we're going to cook it down, and in the end it should coat the spoon. It's already coating the spoon. So. Let's see where we go here. Keep stirring the sauce. You always keep stirring. Oop. Gonna smell. That's fine.
It's cooking.
Yeah, so this is good. I want it thick because we have a lot of water in there, and I'm going to be reducing that, or I'll take some of the juice out to get what I want. Alright, so this is it. We're going to turn that down now and let it simmer. So I keep stirring it until it starts to simmer, and then I keep my spoon in there so all the scum will collect around the spoon, and you have to go back and stir it not constantly but periodically so it doesn't burn. And it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
So this is a sauce. It's not a gravy, and it is not a slurry. It is a sauce. Now, I used water. Normally what you do is you wait till your stew is all prepared and you use the juice from the stew, and then you get a nicer flavorful sauce. But I'm not caring about that. I'm going to incorporate this into it, and I will get the same results anyway. But if I was just going to use this as a sauce to put under or over the meat, yeah, I would definitely use the juice from the stew. All right. Uh-oh. I'm burning. I'm burning the house down. Okay, so that's it. Now we're just going to let it, just checking my temperature. We're going to let it simmer there for at least 40 minutes. And then I'm going to put it into the stew. And then we're going to let the stew cook for at least 30 minutes. And we'll be eating. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put in the sauce. A thick sauce into the remaining water. That I've reduced it now, but there is a lot of water still in there, but I'm going to put in the sauce. Okay, sound like Donald Trump. Nothing wrong with that though.
Yes.
Okay, I know it's hard to see. Put this light on maybe. There we go. Put in more. Put in the rest.
So after that, what do you do?
Well, after this, we let it simmer for 30 minutes. I've already cooked a lot of the flour out of the sauce, but we'll let it go for another 30 minutes and then it'll be fine. And also for reducing, right? So I'm going to leave the top off and let it reduce.
Alright.
And let's see. Yeah, it's thickened up a little bit, but we get flavor out of it and everything, so we'll let it reduce. There we go. Turn this down a bit. Okay, we'll be back. The last step before eat. We just throw these pre-cooked potatoes in, and we're just warming them up. Stir it around. Our stew is ready. So there it is, finished product. It's tasty. I already tasted it. So we'll be right back with food. Okay, so we're going to serve it with rice. And I'm going to put the stew all the way around. Is that too much?
No.
Right. Sorry. There we are. That should do you. You want some potato?
I'm good.
You don't like potato really too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So there we go. So, nope. Hold on a minute. I gotta get the, where did they go?
The bag, I believe.
Lee likes that
Yep.
with every meal.
It's
I prefer not. So there we are, finished product. We'll meet you over at the table. Okay, so we're back at the table, and we're going to taste this food and see how it is.
yes.
Well, we sort of cheated, right? We tasted it, but you're supposed to taste it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to lower the camera down to the table and try to get in the camera at the same time. Maybe we should get a higher table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Here we go. Taste time. What should I have first? The meat. Alright. Taste the meat. That's the pork right there. Oh. Wow. That meat just melts right in your mouth.
It really did.
Yeah, it melts right in your mouth. It's fantastic. Now for the vegetables. Mushroom. Mushroom. Tasty. Corn. Corn.
Corn's really good.
Yeah, everything's good.
Delicious.
There's some cabbage. Cabbage. Cooked nicely. What else? Carrot. Baby carrot. And potato. The last one is the potato. Yeah, okay. Very nice. Now I can sort of blend things together. A little bit of this with that. Oh, you're really gotten into it. Well. I'm gonna have a sore neck.
I really like it. It's cooked well, perfectly.
How's the sauce?
Oh,
It's really nice.
delicious.
That's really good.
Yep, the peas and everything.
This is white rice. Should be really eating brown rice, but
I like white rice.
yeah, Lee sort of dictates. Very healthy, ladies and gentlemen. All natural ingredients, except for maybe the chicken salt. Really didn't need it.
But Ash do it.
But the pork was so tender. It's so nice.
Yep. Good job.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
Okay, I'm gonna do a big mouthful.
Oh.
Oh. That was good. Had a bit of everything in it. Bring the camera up a bit.
I'm really hungry.
Oh, so am I. I was busy all day. Then cooking the meal. Making promo. Making a promo. Doing laundry. I'm a domesticated person.
And I slept.
Your time's all way off.
Again. It seems like I just can't stay on track. Oh well.
I have to go to the dentist tomorrow. Fun time.
Not fun.
No. It's tiring. I really don't enjoy sitting in a dentist chair. I don't know how many people do, but
Okay, here's the thing. I don't mind sitting in a dentist chair, but the thing that I do mind is having my mouth open for hours straight.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. Yeah. It's hard on your jaws. Hard on your throat. Hard on everything.
Yeah. I mean, they should get a small break and, you know.
But they got to get the customers in, right?
So the patient gets
It's a business. So, you know, they're going to get as many as they can in, make the money. You got to have, in order for them to be there, they got to make money.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing's fair in this world. That is so good, that pork. I can't get over it.
It fits perfectly.
This was it my idea and the pork was your idea?
Both my ideas.
Oh, they're both your ideas. Okay, I don't want to take your ideas now. So it was Lee's idea to make the stew. And, oh yeah, I said beef stew, right? And then you said pork stew would be good.
Yeah, I asked him, I said, so, can you make pork stew? He said, yes, so we pork stew.
So I went out shopping and got all the ingredients, and here we are. So I don't know how this Ukraine thing's going to end up.
Do you believe there'll be a war?
I really don't know. This has been going on since, 2014, right? So, but there's a big push. Communists are pushing now because they know America's weak with Biden. So they're pushing as hard as they can. You got the communists pushing in Canada. You got the communists pushing in Russia. The Chinese are always pushing their agenda on everybody.
It seems like communism has taken over the world. If you think about it.
That's because people have let it.
Yep.
We have this big problem in Canada with this weird generation that's allowing this to happen. And would that be what?
I'm just hoping the next
The millennials. If you're a millennial, I'm sorry. Hopefully you're a millennial that sees things in the right way. But it takes a generation to either make things work well or destroy it.
Yep.
It goes in cycles. I think there's 4 cycles. The next cycle, hopefully bring it back together again, if it's not too late.
I don't think so. I don't think it's too late.
I know there's a movement going on to combat it, right? So, Canadians are not stupid.
No, they're smart people. It's just...
They're slow.
Yep.
Trusting and slow. But once you get them in the corner,
they're no longer that slow person.
yeah, exactly. And the truckers prove that. It's not done yet. The American convoy supposedly was launched on the 20th. Today's the 21st, so I don't know where it is. I haven't been researching it. But it should be interesting how far the American truckers get.
Yeah.
It's regroup time. All these intellectuals and leaders will regroup, and they'll come at it in a different approach. They've learned. We'll learn something from this. The opposition's useless. They went too far. Conservatives went too far left. And now they're trying to come back.
Yeah.
But they're part of the problem. They're part of the globalist problem, so.
The Conservative Party of Canada, they're a bunch of traitors.
Yeah, and that's why I'm sticking with the PPC, but I'm not happy with one candidate. And I won't get into name calling or anything, but it certainly didn't impress me. And it's not the leader. The leader is Maxime Bernier. He's a pretty good guy.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that he's going to be truthful and honorable and respect Canadians. So I'm still going to try to vote for him, even if I waste the vote on the person that I'm not really happy with. In the long run, my vote's still going to Maxime Bernier.
Yeah. Which is a good thing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is delicious, and you'll have to try it. And excuse me.
It's made done perfectly. The meat was perfectly done.
Yeah.
Everything was cooked right through.
Yeah, and the sauce is nice.
Yep.
Yep.
Flavorful.
Yeah. In color? Lots of color.
Yep.
I'm full.
Me too.
Already full. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, no.
Well,
Anyway.
I'm usually always full first.
Yeah. Well, I ate a lot more than you did.
Yeah.
So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm starting to feel lazy. Got dishes to do. Oh no!
Tired.
Yeah. So, until the next video, like,
Comment.
comment, subscribe, put on the notifications,
Yeah.
and we'll see you later. Take care. Just had to get the last one in.